Hey everybody. Okay, so there is. Alright, let's close Streamlad's chatbot then. So this is on the live tab. Okay, cool. Oh, my starting soon needs to be changed a bit, doesn't it? There it goes. Oops, did that not update, I wonder? No, it looks good. That looks good. Excuse me. Cam Prime. Wow, now Cam Prime looks messed up. Oh, I bet you swapping to OBS slobs set some things out of whack. Where are the tall dice? Center those onto the screen. Oh, it may be pointing at the wrong place. Oh yeah, it's pointing at the wrong place. So, no, pictures, streaming. There we go. But anyways, I need to start up this cool new game, Banner Saga. Sorry, also, I'm not done with dinner yet. And I've absolutely never started it up. So I don't even have OBS set up for it. That's how much I haven't set it up. So, we're going to try the right side. And I need to remove that. All right, I'm already digging the. Let's always go down to the options first. You know what? I'm gonna add this. Add a game capture. News source is Banner Saga Splish. Add new source. Capture a specific window. The window will be that one. You want to force the scaling. Oh, no. I don't have to force the scaling. Let's not force the scaling. But this is not that big yet. This window is actually very small. Let's move this to the bottom of the list. So let's take a look at the options first. Papa Peast has auto-hosted me. That's awesome. I see 3 viewers there. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much for the auto-host, Papa Peast. It means a lot. I know you got some regular viewers, so I'm glad to see them come by. Let's see what the options have. I always like to check out options first. Difficulty will be normal. Oh, it's already full screen now. Okay. Credits, quick game. Oh, that's just muting it. That's closed captioning. Gamepad view apps. Share app. Wonder what the share app is. Okay. Well, this looks good. What's this? Oh, it's the advertisement. That's fine. Check out the cover on that, and it's vinyl. That just looks awesome. Oh, that's news. Okay, now why is this not? Let's capture any full screen application. No, let's capture specific window. Let's capture the Banner Saga. And we're not force scaling it now. I'm going to rename it. I added splash at the end because I thought it would just be separate, but it's not separate. It just doesn't start full screened. Better than yesterday, Ribbit, right? Where's your sound? Your sound should happen. Whoa, I told it to fit to screen and it got worse. That's kind of redonkulous. Let me quit that real fast and see if restarting it will size it right this time. And I got a text that is a picture. That still isn't right. Huh. That's interesting. Interesting. Never had to manually do that before. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's check it out. Oh, no. Wow, this is interesting. My taskbar is in front of it. This is going to be one of those games where I'm going to have to hide it. Alrighty. Let's start this up, guys. Whoa. That's an interesting beginning. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they'd bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Okay, well, there's lots of common folk on the side. And there's two giants, 4 dudes, 3 with a shield. Break is the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Willpower is spent to move farther, hit harder, and perform your ability, but does not replenish. +2 due to Caravan's morale. Strength is both damage and health. And armor blocks damage. See this? So this one naturally includes the whole idea that as you get damaged, you're going to get weaker. Okay. Also, there is a polar bear up there in chains. What's this? Options where you can customize your combat experience. I'll click that later. Active character, who's apparently shield banger, and the stats banner. Oh no! Look where that's at. Oh, I'm in. Well, I happen to be an editor right now. Oops! No, let's not move the picture. I want to move my camera. Maybe I'll actually just put it right here. That's what I'll do. Back to live. Okay. Initiative bar shows the order that the characters will act. That's on the bottom. Still sort of in view of the screen. Let me grab the events bar and let's see what we can do about shrinking that down a little bit. Oh, no. It's just the text that you can't see. Never mind. Alright. Can I click that off? Okay, click that off. Check marks to continue. Initiative order. Enemies are blue, or allies are blue, enemies red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. Blue tiles are where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned race allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up to 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click on the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move there. Target an enemy, click on the tile which they stand. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage that you will do to that stat. And I used a willpower, apparently because I went a little farther. Oh, these are his stats. Shield Wall adds 1 armor to allies and himself while adjacent to the ally. Run through enemies doing armor break damage, then hit the target from behind. And that's what the enemy raider can do. Well, he's alone, so I'm actually going to Oh, and his strength stats at both health and damage. A loss of 2 strengths means you'll do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open up to more damage in the future. Obviously, he only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength, then confirm your choice. +1 renown. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Oh, that's interesting. And I'm gonna check. Let me check here a second. I am looking for. I'll have to find that later. I'll go to that later. Ribbit, your thing didn't show up. Jax Bane now hosts me. Thank you, Jax Bane. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield bearer's high armor. I didn't even notice how much armor he had. I forgot. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Limited resource. By clicking the gold tiles, you can move further than usual using one per tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you have to get to be in range. Oh, I see. Right there it's showing me 2 willpower that it's going to use. Standard attacks affect only a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Clicking your Warhawk's tile to access his ability. Clicking your Terror's tile will bring up all of his combat options, including move, its ability, attack, and end turn. Click the purple ability, Tempest. So this is attack, this is end turn. So no, this is this guy's abilities. Good enough. Heavy impact. Enemies adjacent to the target take 1 strength damage. And Tempest. Strike adjacent enemies in a spin attack. Boom. So, blah, 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 blah. Confirm. They're both down. Pillage. Having quick work with the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only one enemy left, players enter Pillage mode. During Pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed, and now your allies get to move twice in a row. Interesting. If the character does not move on his turn, he can rest or gain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click on the fist, and then add stars above the fist. Oh, I thought this was like a... At first I didn't notice that this was willpower. At first I just thought it was like a little icon to be like, yeah, you're going to hit that dude. Boom! Hit him! See the damage grow as you... Alright. If there's anybody left. Only the sun has stopped. Approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the great hall. He cuts to the chase. Let's see, there's a clansman number here, a fighter's number here, a Varl number here, some number on the shield, some number down here, looks like gold, and this is renown, looks like 6. Oh, is that another cutscene? It is. It is. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. Scalflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered. Okay. They stay down. I really want to, I need to put my camera on a quick button. Hotkeys? Hotkeys. Hotkeys. It is a pretty game. Oh, I think I have to do this. Oops, nope. Okay. Alt Control Shift O and Alt Control Shift P. So now what I need to do is just a second. I'll get back to this. Just a second. Let's bind these. Oh, did I just do the same key to my... I did. That's supposed to be P. Alright. Let's try this again. So, go back to live. Back over here. Oh, that's not working for some reason. Alright, well, I'll just keep doing it manually then. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Click the market tent to visit the merchant, which is this. Oh, it says, oh, look at that. Look at that, what do I want to say? Font. I like that font. And, of course, it doesn't have anything else open to me yet. So, market it is. You meander through rows of open faces, houses, and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on the briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, Nobody's going to try to kill you this time. I don't talk to... They don't talk to me. Eric, need some help here? I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Intimidate him, pay him, or nothing. I will pay him. He tosses silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by the east wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things up from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunolf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? Is that guy's name Dad? No, it was Had. H-A-D-D. I really want to say you look like a frog, so I'm going to pretend that I'm thinking that he looks like a frog while I tell him no reason. No reason. Goodolf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall. Oh, that's a question mark. I'm asking. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls on the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. I'll just simply ask him, where's this place again? Nobleman is halfway up the hill, towards the Great Hall. You won't miss it. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. I might be able to leave that on for those. My camera. My camera might be enough out of the way. Okay, thought it was strange the old guy would name him Dad. Yeah. So there's Mead House, right here. It's where we need to go. You arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? You're walking through the front door? They ran to a meat house, says Valgrad. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgrad boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Scalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Mead steins in the process. Oh, I can click ready? I have to click ready. Well, I'll just take a look here. 7 guys at 5. And they've got some willpower counts. Oh, can I move them? Or can I just look around? Alright, so I'm not in the fight. Maybe I wasn't in the fight last time. I was hoping for more of a fight than this. Alright, first off, let's take a look at this guy now that we're in control. Valgard is 13 out of 12 shield. Oh, because he's adding shield points to other people around him. He's got some 10 strength, 2... What's this? exertion is about. Oh, right. The limit of how much will you can give per action. Now he has his move. His stone wall blocks damage to strength and armor for 1 round. And rest action and attack action. So let's not move him first, actually. Can I? Oh, I don't have choice. I don't have a choice. This isn't the kind of game where I have a choice. So he's going to go ahead and... Let's see. So he's got 13 armor and 10 strength. So he's going to run up there and attack the dude right there. So I have 10 strength and he has 5 armor. So of course I do 5 strength damage. He's Thug Leader. He has a series of strikes, each randomly attacking strength or armor. And he also has a shield wall. I will not add will to this. Ouch. So Elric got a little punked there. I don't know if sides matter here or not. So what's rally? Gives willpower to allies at any range. Light step, move freely through allies. Should be able to do... Oh, I didn't even take a look at him. 6 damage. Oh! So I'll only do 1 point of damage. I'll just take off his armor. I got my guys coming next. Shield bearer. He can't attack anything. Can he? No. Is the tutorial already gone? Ooh, what was those? I don't know what those were. All right. So that yellow one is passive, it looks like. Really would like a ranged attack here, gosh. I haven't used any. I can't attack. I have nothing in range. I don't like how much I'm ending my turn here. Alright, well he is just gonna smash this guy, I think. No ability, move, rest, attack. There's no reason not to attack. Yeah, that hurt, I know. So he's ticking off his armor. Actually, wait. No. Wonder why I can't move farther. Alright, we're going to move here. We're going to attack that guy there. He only breaks one shield point, but he can kill him anyways. So, no need to worry about it. I'm going to have some of my tater tots. I didn't see what was happening there. Still doing pretty good. Well, why is this red? Taking off that shield. Oh, I see. That was a shield wall effect going off there. That's what that was. Ooh, what's this? 80% chance that I'll hit? So I could miss? Yep, deflected. Off of his shield. Interesting. This is a preview of the amount of damage I'm going to do. Finish him off. Oh, that dude hurt his own dude. That one dude hurt the other dude. Dude, did you see that? Alright, time to do a special ability. Alright. Oh, no attacks, no attacking diagonally. Might as well use that willpower. Overkill. Defeat an enemy with a Warhawk. Defeat an enemy with a Warden. Okay. Promotion. Tempered by blood, pain, and... Whoop! That went so fast. 8 more renown. There they are. Got to be damned. Got to go wash off this blood. So now I have to go down to the docks. Okay. Wagner. Thanks, dude. Wow. Just returned from Arborang. Okay. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital. He visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakan has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakan. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Moger? Hakan, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. Young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you'd think. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you begin to chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakan, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Click a talk icon to converse with one of your heroes, or go to the Great Hall. It's not a big deal anymore, but I do like the parallax going on there, where the background doesn't move as fast as the foreground. Oh, that's options. That's options there. And this is days of supply. I see. Great morale. Days. Renown. Okay. I can hide that. I can hide that, but I don't want to. Let's talk to somebody. Scrivener. You find Hakan in the mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakan waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagner's the one Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself, too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakan. Hakan let slip a low chuckle. Any of all could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. And now I could talk to the prince, or just go directly to the Great Hall. I think I'll just go directly to the Great Hall. I don't know what that's going to do, of course. At dawn, you're woken by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell when with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Elric had anything to do with that, or Eric. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Moger steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Mogir and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, do you think? We lost a supply and we gained 20 renown in there. Wow, now we've lost a lot of supplies. We just lost another 31? And the day thing is counting. We have 85 fighters, and 366 Varl. Wow, we just lost supplies and morale. Caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moger, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friends, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. Drink a little, drink a lot. Toast to Wagner. I'm getting the feeling this guy's really passive, really reserved. Not passive, but just not. He's not going to wear his opinions on his sleeve and get all uppity in politics. That's what I feel like. Oh, look at that! Would you just look at the wireframe here on this banner? That's really interesting. I like that. Drink a little. You go easy. You've nothing against a good drink, but if anyone is going to keep an eye on things, it may as well be you. The revelers eventually fall asleep without incident. Morale improved. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mogir is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Alright, I'm forgetting who's who. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. Oh, Ludin's... Is Ludin the prince? I didn't realize we were all going together. How long to Grofheim? Wagner... We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Yes, show me on a map. That is welcome. Go back to live. This is the map of the world. You can explore it by dragging the mouse to pan and using the mouse wheel to zoom. Wow. Okay. Here's the place called the Frozen Tombs. Nordfelling Wastes. Greyhorn. Stonehorn. Where are we going? Scroger. Frostveils. Right. Well, we're on this road, so... Grofheim. Right up here. We might be taking... I wonder if we have a choice to take... to which path to take. Huh. Okay. And there's a ton of other stuff down here. Some major places. Plains of Slaughter. That sounds wonderful. Location of a caravan is indicated here by Ubin's icon. The map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. You can explore the map at any time, clicking on locations for more information. Ooh. Where did we just leave, though? So, oh, there's Strand. Oh, I see. It's that place. And its name is there. Close to anything that comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, both men and Varl compete to scratch out a living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god of Dengler still watches over it, granting a good fortune. The right foot, left and right foot of Dengler's bays are said to be where the god Dengler himself stood when he created the thriving trade city of Strand. Others suggest it's where he stood while taking less noble actions upon the land. They're now used to navigate the long coastal markets by merchants and visitors. It's kind of funny. And then there's this. Karlsfjord, a fjord splitting off into Varl territory, was named after Karl, the only Varl to ever become a governor of Strand, albeit for only a short time before the title returned to the human families whose ancestors originally built the city. And there's the Red River. And in here is the last gate, the crossing of a small bridge leading from Venderfell onto the wandering road marked a small but significant moment in which a Varl truly separated into itself from humanity in search of their own lands. And this Venderfell, named Bad Weather, the gales that blow in from the bay and around the mountain's peaks keep Venderfell in a generally unpleasant state. What really cemented the name was the kind of person who would live there. Men cast out from Strand for one reason or another, with nowhere else to go. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Alright, we're going to keep... Well, I want to take a look at these... We'll take a look at the Wandering Road and this Bratabrek Peaks. And maybe... Oh, this whole entire region. Hron. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Hron used to be the gathering place of dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of men to the south. Now that territory is almost entirely Varl. Alright, and the Wandering Road. At the end of the First Great War, the Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Bratabrek peaks, the land crawled with furious, war-minded dredge. The first Varl king, Einar, led the entire Varl race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away dredge as they went, before forming the first Varl kingdom in Einarftof, which is over there. But I want to take a look at Bratabrek peaks. When the first Varl warriors trudged north to discover new lands, the Bratabrek peaks were thought to be the edge of the world. Their summits often disappeared into the clouds, and, unlike other mountain ranges, a pass through was never found. That is until the Varl king Einar had the Bura Pass built, a bridge that takes 3 days to cross. Wow, that is quite... That's this one right here. That is quite a bridge. We're going to leave out. We head north, then east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand, going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Skaramirstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the long ships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you off all the wonders of Skyrimstead. I have sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Looting exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off of, too. Luda's got a shorter wick than Hakan. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get going. Another half day to Vetterfall if we're lucky. Alright. This has a lot more story than I thought it would. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back to the road. And it's telling me to click the hero's tent, which I will. That's what I was actually looking for. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Well, Gunolf needs to level. He's a rank 1 Warhawk. This is not giving me a hover over. Click on the ability button to learn about the unit's abilities. Tempest. He does kind of look like a frog. The Warhawk uses his massive weight to sweep his weapon around himself, hitting multiple targets for strength damage. Tempest triggers the Warhawk's passive ability, Heavy Impact, which in turn can cause a chain reaction of destruction if used in close quarters. Keeping the Warhawk out of harm's way until late in the fight will maximize his effectiveness. Rank 1 hits 2 enemies, rank 2 hits 3, and rank 3 hits 4 close. What's this? Maybe it's his number of kills. Promote. So, higher stats or increase your item rank. No? That's not a choice. It is continue. Are you sure you want to promote for 5 renown points? Ah! And I have a total of 34. Yes. Has points available to spend on improving stats. Activate the plus buttons. I'd like to improve his shield break a little bit. And perhaps his defense? Just to start him off in a different way. What's this? Oh, okay, no, I see. That's a little story about him. When Ubin became the Varl King's tax collector, he was given an entourage of bodyguards to help him transport gold across Huron. Gunolf is the only one from the original group still alive, and for good reason. And now he's 1 away, and this looks like that would be an item slot, I'm guessing? Oops, nope, just go back. So Ludin is one of our party, huh? Really? He's a spearmaster. I am alive, Love Gummy. How you doing tonight? Oh gosh, that sounds bad. Each kill the spearman makes encourages allies to fight harder, granting 1 willpower to the spearman and any adjacent allies. Okay. And Hakan is a war master with The Sundering Impact. Hits even harder than an average warrior with no chance to miss. He can wreak havoc with an additional +1 strength and also adds +1 break damage. Plus bonuses to heavy impact. Best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around the target as possible. Heavy impact. Warrior hits so hard that enemies standing adjacent to the target take 1 strength of damage from the shockwave. Hitting a large target like a Varl or a Dredge who takes up to 4 tiles can potentially cause impact or cause many more victims than hitting a single tile. Oh, that's interesting. You're tired. Subs at 2 a.m. Oh, that's not a lot of sleep, Love Gummy. You're watching streams almost 24/7 anyways. Or playing. Where was I watching you play? You were playing with a lot of people. Was it Overwatch? I don't remember now. Oh, here's the Shield Master. Bringing the Pain. Return the Favor. The character who attacks a Shield Banger loses 1 point of armor for each strike he makes. Return the Favor triggers every time the Shield Banger takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which can make it devastating to hit him with attacks that strike multiple times. By using Bringing the Pain, the Shield Master can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against him. Okay, I don't quite understand these things yet. That's okay. I just want to hit escape to go back. So this is my roster and this is my party. They are the same thing right now. Fair enough. Well, not recently. Wasn't I watching you stream something? I'm sure of it. You has no Overwatch. Why is Caster not going off? Oh my gosh, I think this thing doesn't have any of my commands. No! It copied over all my OBS stuff, but it didn't copy over the commands. Oh, I'm going to have to push all my commands up to Streamlabs, aren't I? Ugh. Smite, Warframe, Fortnite. I think you were playing Fortnite. I watched you play Fortnite with your friends. It sounded like there was a kid in there, and I think Jose. I don't think we need to rest. So I think we're ready to go. Yeah, it's all right. Is a Jose not like a normal friend, or is it somebody that you just found? Peasant. Buy Hadraborg. That's a lot of Varl for some missing cattle. What? A couple days passed. Sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you weren't here on his behalf. Wagner. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boy's seen men up in the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who could hoist a whole cow by himself. Scalfing's out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hundreds here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakan takes off at a run. Well, thanks for stopping by, Love Gummy. Jose, good friend, I found another game. Pretty good at Fortnite. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Clicking any tile will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. This is useful when you want to avoid certain tiles. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Click the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. Alright, they don't have any will. They have a whole heck of a lot more breaking than I've got, though, or strength overall. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance it could be completely deflected. Ah, that's interesting. That's where that came from. Attack this enemy's strength. Are you sure? Why can't I use any will here? Whatever. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically. You will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. I kind of already knew that. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a Varl down over there, too. And there's one of those things down. What is this? 12-9. I don't know what that is. Trumbull. The Scourge uses his weapon to summon an ally to the battlefield. Ooh, Splinter. 3+ armor damage to Dredge causes 1 armor damage to all adjacent. Oh, -3 or better armor damage to Dredge causes 1 armor damage to all adjacent Dredge. Oh, these are the Dredge. Alright, who am I on? I'm on Hakan, who has added strength and armor damage to target an adjacent enemy. Nope. Nope. Can I back out of that? Yes. I'm just going to attack this guy, and I'm going to put will into it. We're going to reduce this right away. I have no will. I don't have the ability to exert any will. Oh, interesting. Oh. That movement's going to spend a will. But I can't do anything. Oh, he's hurting bad. Has strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. 100% chance to hit. Strength damage +1. 1 break to target. 1 break added to heavy impact. I think that's what I wanted to do. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, that's a bad idea. Can I move? Oh. Hurricaning people is bad. Alright, what if I just attack? Oh my goodness. He's hurt in a bad way. Do I just move him out instead? Let's try that. That might have been wrong to bring him. Yeah, it changed the armor loss. Oh, that thing's getting weak. Oh, he's only got 3 hit points left. So, I don't know. One more damage to finish, one more will to finish him off. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally. Okay. And this has always given me a prequel of the damage that I can be expected to do. Okay. And I'm out of will. So now he can only hit for 1, and now this guy can probably finish him off. Nope. Dang it. Kill him. Hakan is ready for promotion. Got 5 renown. Alright. You trying to get yourself killed, Ludin? What were you doing? I wasn't sure if that guy was dead or not. I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You've never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hakan goes to where Wagner lies face down. The future Varl King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Oh, that's not good. Wagner's dead. Cut with keen-edged sword. Chapter 2. That's not good. Am I picking up a new party? Oh, looks like I am. Oh, it's this image. Where did that thing come from? Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. Deployment happens before battle. Click your units, Rook and Alette, to deploy them within the blue squares. Click ready to start the battle. He has a light step. Mark Prey does armor break damage. All allies within range attack the marked target. Puncture. Bonus damage to targets who have lost armor if the archer has not moved. Thread the needle. Hits all units between the archer and the target, doing bonus armor break damage. Careful, don't get too close. Alright, he's just going to keep alternating. There doesn't seem to be any movement there. Ah, there isn't a stat for their movement, but there's their movement right there. Alright, so Mark Prey is apparently... He's got a bow, but apparently doesn't actually have a... Ah! Good, you came for me. Alright, let's start bringing that armor down. Oh, how much armor does she have? 7? Yeah, okay. Nope, he's not going to do that. He's going to move. move. Our strength is going down. Let's break that armor down. What is the within a range? Because alright, she wasn't adjacent to him last time, so maybe yeah, she did shoot him. She did shoot him automatically. Alright, he's down to 2 damage. Now he's only doing 1 normal damage. Alright. Is that a dredge? Looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and your yaks bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Let's say if we hurry, we can gather them before more dredge appear. I don't know if that's really true, but we're going to try. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No. We have to try. Be quick. Alette calms the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Plus 15 supplies. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display. So we're in Scrog? These two? -1 supplies, morale declined. Day 4. Stop. Going to the map. Skoger, descendants of Sten, unable to cultivate good yields or find much fish in the frozen murk of Ba Harbor, nevertheless scratched out a living from the beasts of the forest, where they erected a stone to Hydradir, patron of hunters. There's Ba Harbor. Here's the Bitra. Is that a... Originally named Brota, meaning split, Bitra came about due to a dispute of the rightful chieftain of Skoger. The local rumor is that the founders of Bitra expected more people to side with them, and have been bitter about the divide ever since. The nickname Bitra seems to have stuck to their dismay. So where are these people going? Oh, this is different. This is Setterlund. They had such high hopes for Setterlund. The new kingdom of man and Varl, they called it, rounding up anyone who yearned for land of their own. Whole clans and families took the caravans and the banners to the untamed frontier. Then the Nordfelling lake disappeared, the trees withered beneath Arctic winds, and the crops would not grow. Ugh. Where's Nordfelling? Oh. So this is Huron, but Golfheim is actually in a different region. Golfheim is in Valkajokol. At the Great War's end, it was the Valka, the first Menders, who would push the dredges so far into the north that they were no longer a threat. Some believe the Valka committed genocide of an unfathomable magnitude. Others believe the dredge were forced to return underground, for not even they can survive these bleak, lifeless ice plains. In any case, if the dredge could be said to inhabit any lands, it is those named after their vanquishers. Okay, so they have been seen as far south as here, and as far south as over here. Okay. Interesting. Keep going. I do not have the time. Where's the time? Ivor. The enormous Varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Hunt Master? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge! Everywhere! Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? They must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it, they'll be here soon if we are not ready. If they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running towards the great hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take Alette to the great hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Let them fight, Ivor. Oh, no. Go with Egil, Alette. Alette looks like she might protest, but scowls and runs off to safety. Gods, Rook, don't start telling them I know what I'm doing. I know it's a stretch, but they bought it. What's the plan? Just hold off any dredge we see until everyone's inside. Then we figure it out. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Oh, here the dredge right here in the foreground. And they talked about Greyhorn right here. Though the dredge infrequently appears so far to the east, Greyhorn has been an important tower due to the low-lying fogs that regularly cover the ground in this region. To the south stands the fortress city of Blotzbalker, full of Varl, ready to respond when black figures are spotted trudging through the fog. Really? Well, that didn't really help, apparently. Thostir, the fourth king of the Varl, built Blotzbalker as a new seat of power during his reign, to much protest from the established clans of Grafheim. Throster's mysterious death soon after left in its wake many unanswered questions, as well as a sprawling stone fortress full of despondent Varl. Only the most iron-fisted and stubborn remain. Okay. Sorry. X down here at the bottom. 18 dropped frames. Huh. I wonder when I dropped those 8 frames. Those 18 frames. Alright, houses. Houses! To the houses! Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Turn order. Units move in the order you place them from left to right. This initiative order is very important when setting up strategies. Yeah, I would have liked to know that before. For example, put archers after melee units so they can stay safe behind your heavy hitters. Drag icon units to arrange their turn order. Yes. We'll be moving this around. Thank you very much. Item. What's this? Aulette's bracelet. Lovingly made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 will. That's nice. So I can add... Wait, did that just change? No, he didn't change looks. Okay. He's a rank 1 hunter, and Ivor is a strong arm. With... Oh, a whole new thing. Battering ram. Knocking them back up to 4 tiles, pushing them through anyone in the way. Does armor break damage and adds 1 more break damage to the target for each unit they pass through. Return the favor. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Alright, we're good. Ready for battle. I just checked the time a minute ago and I've already forgotten what time it was. 8:33. Okay. Alright. See, they don't always have the same abilities. Stone Guard. Dredge Stone Guard. A shield slam causes knockback to all adjacent units doing armor break damage. And they don't have, the grunts don't have any special abilities. Ready. The one with the shield looks like trouble. Yeah, I know. Let me handle him. Alright. You're going to just finish this guy off. Now this special ability he's got of Mark Prey. All allies within range attack the... Okay. So actually he can... He's actually gonna use a willpower to go here. He's gonna mark this prey. Alright. Gonna finish that guy off. He's ready to be promoted. We're gonna mark the prey again, because he needs armor reduced. Man, does he need armor reduced. We're gonna add willpower to that armor reducing. Wait, or... Oops! I meant to undo it. I'm silly. Keep knocking off that armor. Ivor, battering ram. Knock the target back through multiple tiles, doing armor break damage. Haha! Punk. Oh, that didn't matter. I was wrong. This guy's health is low. Okay, wait. So if I move to here, and then do battering ram, this dude, he lost a total of 2 armor. Gosh. Oh, but he didn't attack. Let's finish this grudge off. Alright, he only dealt 1 damage to him, and he ticked his armor down again. Let's start wearing down what he can do. You do have a little bit of willpower left. Alright, you dealt 2 damage back, but just in armor. Doesn't seem to have, like, different damage for the different weapons, though. It wasn't easy. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty. Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty anytime. Yeah. A black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Got it. You're lucky to escape the notice of more dredge on the way back. You can see them rummaging through homes, tearing the buildings apart. If you're going to look for more survivors, you make a note to do it quickly. Heroes Market. So can I click here and... Okay, that's fine. But he needs to be promoted, which will take 5 of my 19. That's fine. He has 2 stat points available. So... Oh, is this maximum? Armor break and armor. Or maybe just straight up hits. Okay. I don't know what's like a good idea here or not. So does this mean then that I'm either talking to him because I got all the way back, or I talked to the market? No, this is actual supplies. So what is this? This is the level it takes to do something. And the number of renown it's going to take to get them. Alright, so this is buying more. Okay. I thought this might be checking the houses. But apparently it's not. Interesting UI thing there where it takes you back to where you need to go. So I guess it just gave me the chance to upgrade stuff. You find anyone? I have few. I sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you've fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. And that's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Cool. Great Hall or Market or Heroes. Well, Great Hall it is. Rook, thank the gods you made it. This is the chieftain. Oh, I like him. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses? The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. Oh, she's a fighter. The other dude's gonna die. She's got a name. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some bad decisions, but tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? No, I've made some decisions. I'm sorry. I don't know where the bad came from. I've made some decisions. I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook? I trust Ivor on this. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Dredge are coming down from the north... Frostveller, to the west. It's close and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skoger in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostveller. I'm interested in this. What if we set the town on fire as we left? That is one thing I will not do. We will return here one day, whether I live to see it or not. Then let's do as you said and go immediately. Half the town is going to die like this. That's why I want you to lead, Ivor. I know you can get us out of here. I'll do what I can. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. When you're ready, we make our move. Now I feel like a chump for not going with him. Chump. I'm a chump. You step into the town courtyard where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Go, utters Ivor, and you stand guard as townspeople begin filing out of the hall. The Dredge do not descend upon you, though some watch curiously. Suddenly you hear a shriek from further up the caravan. A grunt has thrown himself upon a cart of chickens, tearing it apart with bare hands. Men draw axes, and the Dredge respond in kind. Run, roars Ivor. Terror sweeps over the caravan like a pox. You suddenly find yourself surrounded by black figures and panicked townspeople in equal measure. Rook, get ready, Ivor shouts. Good, I'm in the fight. Alright, and here's Alette, and who's this? Oh, it's Egil, the raid master. Who has what? Oh, he's a stone dude. Stonewall dude. Alright. I want him to go there then. What are her abilities? Rain of Arrows. Strike secretly selects an unoccupied tile on the board and fires 3 arrows in the air. If any enemy passes through the selected tile, they are hit by the falling arrow, doing normal strength damage and stopping them in their tracks. Cool. Passive ability, Puncture. Which takes advantage of missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength through attack, as long as she didn't move beforehand. Okay, alright. She's called a Sky Striker. Alette's an Eagle Eye, which is Thread the Needle and also Puncture. Rook's a Hunter. So he's got the Mark Prey and the Light Step. Okay. Alright. Ready for battle. That doesn't look hard. Famous last words. Grunt. 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 Ready. I don't need battering ram right now. Just attack. Unless attack is points. What's her attack range? Oh, this is Alette. I already know her attack range. Yeah, she can't attack yet. These folks don't get to move a lot. Shouldn't have moved them so far away. Oh, I can take some of these guys out. Let's do that. The big one isn't here. That's really helpful. Can I attack yet? Nope. Jeez. Trying to give the kills to other people. Oh, they both killed. Okay, that was ridiculously easy. In the chaos that follows, you notice out of the corner of your eye some of the town guards struggling desperately with Dredge. and what might be the chieftain amongst them. To your left, Iser is laying into a large colossus. Behind him, an elderly man scrambles to his feet. Past that, it's clear that most of the townspeople are scattering. If nobody steps in, they could be picked off one by one. Help the fighters or try to keep everyone together. Let's try to keep everyone together. Got it, you shout, barking orders as you pass people. The guards will have to fend for themselves or there won't be anyone left to protect. Miraculously, you find yourselves clear of the fighting. Ivor emerges from the trees, bloodied but breathing. You swear you almost see a grin on his face. Oldleaf is not so ugly. Lucky. She struggles to bear the body of the chieftain in her arms, her face blank. No guards join her. Told you he was going to die. You gather her to the caravan and cover the body with a cloth. The chieftain's death hits you like a punch to the gut. Only at Ivor's insistence does the caravan continue to Frostveller. Alette's hand clasps tightly around your own. And there, it just said something, but I didn't get to see what it was. What do you mean, Varl 0? We have at least one. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. That's bad. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Call an early stop for the day, slow the pace so everyone can catch up, keep a steady pace, or rally the caravan with a speech. Actually, I like 2 or 4. I like 2 or 4. Let's rally. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Morale improved. +5 for renown, -4 supplies, loading screen. So that must be the Godstone there. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Hurldal. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly they were dredge. Probably shouldn't be looking to me for advice. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? What do we do if we run into more dredge? But you're the dredge killer around here. What do we do if we run into more dredge? You mean when? I'll be honest with you. These men can't take on dredge by themselves. I expect to lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run? Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to have to fight, and there are going to be deaths. Gods be damned, why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Men are a plague on the world worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. Another 4 supplies gone, morale gone. The Godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of her looking in the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hidruvara was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostfeller. It feels like an end more than a start. Alright, so we are going for Frostfeller right here. Once sitting upon the bank of a wide lake, when the Nordfelling turned to a waste, the city of Frostfeller became a tattered bastion blasted by the freezing winds that roll through the valley. Those who live here still, are not known for their hospitality. So this is where, oh, it says right there, Nordfelling wastes. That's what I was looking for earlier. The Nordfelling were not always wastes. At one time, a lake sprawled for hundreds of miles until the land cracked beneath it, and the water drained over generations, leaving a featureless frozen desert. Within, curious explorers found the remains of the godstone Rodomir and wondered how it got there. That is interesting. Look at that. I looked sideways and cookies and waters have appeared. That's awesome. Thank you. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers rises mutters from the caravan. Confuse the men and make sure they don't follow you. What are you doing out here alone? They're not alone. Allow the men to join you. I'm allowing the men to join me. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Plus 12 fighters, 5 renown, 18 supplies. I'll get another 8. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing meat in the warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, Raffensvarter, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. We've got other things to deal with right now. Encourage the others to let the issues drop. We're all on edge, you reply to the crowd. Does anyone here not deserve a strong drink right now? Let him walk it off. The caravan mutters in lukewarm agreement and gets ready to travel again. Could have gone worse, you think. Woo, look at all those biddies! Look at all them biddies! And see, my thing's not going off. That's horrible. I'm sorry, you should be getting some dragon fire or something for that. I have to figure this out. Apparently my commands are not here. Apparently they're all up in... I don't know. I'm a little unsure. I mean, I've got the alert box in my list. So I would think that Like, that should do something. Oh, I got 52 drop frames. Well, there's not many of them. It's back to the game. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostfeller, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. That says map? Is it really just a map? It is. I don't need a button to the map. I already have one. It's right here. Oh, he moved. Huh. How's the arm, Eggle? You find Eggle just outside the camp practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh yeah, I'm great. Not great considering everything's that. So I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now, but if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to Alette. What? Oh, okay. You think about what to say. Yeah, I'm kind of most interested in why he's protective of my apparent wife. At least I'm pretty sure that's my wife. Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. I know, I didn't mean easy, Gil. I know what you meant. I've never seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal, really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. He raises it up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then when my mother died, she gave it to me before she died. I'm really only interested in answer number 2. I'm heading back to camp. Stay strong. I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay, I can tell. Alright, let's take a look at the heroes. I would like to figure that out. Alette is Rook's daughter. Thaddeus, how's it going? So Alette is Rook's daughter. Oh. Okay. Does that say that in her little thingy? Rook's daughter, Alette, who only vaguely remembers her mother. Father, unimpressed by the traditional roles of other girls in town. She became a hunter like her father. Yep, that makes sense. Well, he's not such a lucky man anymore, now is he? Nah, that's who I wanted to see next. Eggle. Young boy, growing up in Skoger without parents, Eggle spent a lot of time behind a battered metal shield trained to be a fighter. Okay. Oh, I hate when I do that. How's your night going? Oh. Here's a new item. Which are can ruin plus 15% dodge strength attacks. Ooh. I like that. Alright, we're gonna take this off. We're gonna put this in instead. And I want Alette to have this. And no one needs promotion. Or you building Portal Knights. I know I've looked at Portal Knights before. I cannot remember anything about it right now off the top of my head. Days worth. Oh. Oh, hey, here's some thingies too. When an army of weaponless Varl were ambushed, frozen lake the god represented provided their salvation. +1 break. And that's interesting. Ring of the Wolf. Protection from death unless strength is 1. Okay. Tortoise Band. +2 armor on rest. Interesting. I'll get that for 6. And I'll get the Norhall. And let's get another couple days. Spending all this. We're spending it all. Sandbox world building game with RPG elements. Think Minecraft with fighting and quests. So think, well, and you probably also mean 2D as well then, or 3D then. Because there's definitely a lot more fighting in like, I'm forgetting the name of it, Terraria. Okay, he can't use anything except for this right now, so he will. But when he gets to level 3, he's going to pick up one of these. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, do I still have 32 renown? Wow. Okay. And I've got weak morale. So we'll rest a day? We'll rest a day. -5 supplies, morale improved. Oh, I bet you this face changes. Days of supply. Okay, now let's leave. Well, I appreciate you coming by, Thaddeus. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. And my other brother is Mogan. And many from the village wish to join you to Frostfeller. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. Oh, jeez. You think the game is a bit counterintuitive? Interesting. These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skogar. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. You think the battle mechanics are unique? Cool. I'm trying to get used to what all the things mean when they say things. They're probably very straightforward, and maybe that unintuitive part is tricking me up a little bit. I'm tempted to just tell them there won't be anything left to tend once the dredge arrive, or let your people decide on their own. I'll tell them there won't be anything to tend once the dredge arrive. Dredge my ass. I don't know what this scam is this time, Hogun, but you've got two choices. Get back to work or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Ooh, I can make it a fair fight. Man, I don't think my people need to be getting involved in this. I'm already carrying out a whole village. You step back as one of the thugs lunges forward and is caught in the ribs by Hogun's axe. The air soon rings with the sounds of screams and axe heads against shields. 4 men lie dead on the ground before the others run. You hurt, Mogan? No, we should have done that years ago. Nah, I can't go around killing for no good reason. This was a good reason. The brothers head back into the village, and soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Hogan introduces you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing. Before long, you set out again. I'm fine with that. 84 clansmen, 11 fighters. Oh! I know this. Plus 15. Oh, and we just lost 15. I know what it is. Clansmen are just the number of people I've got. Fighters of those are those that can actually be fighters. That's actually very similar to King of Dragon Pass, which I played on stream for a little while, but man, that's a really slow game. And really tricky. And really random, it seems. But I don't think it's random. I think I just didn't understand it, so that it seemed random. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Odalith approaches you. Alette, I have something for you. Odalith has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogar. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? It looks that way. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Odalith has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogar throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. That's why the banners are so long. That's cool. Clansmen are non-combatant fighters, and non-combatant fighters are counted separately. Yep. This is interesting too. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Hmm. Man, all of those are right. I feel like all of those are right. Which one do I say? So I said that my people didn't need anything to get in any other mess. So I'm going to pick number 2. That seems to be the biggest standing out point of those 3. Deciding what happens to other people. I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do. It's not exactly my calling either. Yeah, I know. Dad? I think you're doing a good job. Thanks, babe. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skoger is your burden now. So am I going to find Odeleaf now? Oh, no, this is in a slightly... Okay, Odelier. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Odeleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? It means you're going to be okay. That's not being strong, that's just being. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. I wish there was voice acting for this part, because the images are moving a bit. Like, sure, some of it's just simple wind stuff, but the eyes are moving, and actually they're moving kind of like, I don't know, in a loop. So it's not like super timed to things, but that would still be interesting to watch a little bit more. I'll just have to take a moment to look first. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it for a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Your family, you should carry it. You're right, I should. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. Look, it's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? What happens when someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Ooh. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder and she heads back to camp. Morale improved. Right before the loading screen. +5 renown. Heroes training, rest, leave. I'm not really sure why I would need to rest right now. But I think either way, this is probably a perfect place to end the stream. And we're kind of halfway there, it looks like. So let me give it a second, and let's see if we can find Oops. What's that? I don't know what that is. See if one of my normal night folks are on. The Cov is running Mega Man 1. Extra credits is still up and running. Jeez. Alright. I know who I'm doing. So here we go. We are going to raid. Or whatchamacallit. Very little voice acting in this. But those moments are epic. Yeah, I don't remember anything of it since the very beginning. The very beginning seemed to have like a cutscene. And then it went to the kind of the stop motion screens. But I mean, I like it either way. So I'm going to throw up a raid command. It's to Dusk versus Tweak. He is a pretty cool guy I've found recently. He is streaming Darkest Dungeon, and it's his first playthrough. Unless he's done a lot today or yesterday, I think he's going to be probably doing level 3 stuff. I think he started his first veteran level stuff and started seeing some new things like gargoyles and stuff last night. My next stream is going to be tomorrow night, same time, 7 to 9, ending somewhere between 9 and 10. Thanks to Ribbit for the biddies, and Papa Pierce and Jax Bane for the host. Oh, and Jax Bane followed. I gotta get those alerts queued up. I didn't realize Streamlab OBS wouldn't have copied those from Unkbot. Poop. I'll get those squared away. Thank you, Jax Bane, for the follow. Thaddeus, thanks for joining us tonight. And if you could, raid Dusk with me. See you guys. Shut that down then.